everyone, this is Kip Money, and in this video I'll be showing you where all the Nui Tears and Two Crowns are. You enter Two Crowns from the northwest, so I'm going to start there, and at the crossroads you have this little tower here. Go up to the top of it, grab your tier, easy enough to get that one. Some of the others are going to be a little more difficult to find, so I'll go over them in a little more detail. This next one is in the Painted Fields. If you go southwest of the Painted Fields, there's this hill, and you can glide from the hill all the way into the middle of the Painted Fields and land on top of that tower you see in the distance. I'll go ahead and note that I've learned that when you're gliding, if you push forward, you go faster, yes, but you start descending a little bit faster. If you hold back, you don't descend quite as fast, and you have more time to use your ability that shoots you back up in the air. So if you're having a little trouble reaching something, glide while holding back the whole time to take maximum advantage of your height, and that you'll be able to use that burst upwards more frequently. This next tier is down in the War-Scorched Scar, just around that little tower, easy enough to see that. Some of these I'm just kind of glossing over because you can stop the video, look at the map, see where I'm at. They're not too bad to get. This one is underwater, just southwest, more west of Dawn Reach Pillar. You go to the location, you kind of see me out on the map, and just go straight down. There's like this submerged hole here. You can look for that. This next tier is a little bit difficult to get. You need an advanced glider to be able to make it all the way. It's at Dawn's Reach where you just were for the underwater tier. You actually have to go up north above the area called God Shield. There's some mountains up there. You look for the highest peak, and then you're going to jump off south towards the castle. And if you see in front of me right now, those two peaks, basically, you're going to land on the closest one to you. This part you can just hold forward, get there as fast as possible, hitting your boost to go up to keep your altitude. It shouldn't be that bad. You just saw me circling in the distance. Dawn's Reach there behind me is the mountain that I jumped off of. There's a couple of ways to get up there. It's not too bad. You can look for the lake next to the Moonsweep Homes, and there is an area that starts raising up from there, or you can come in from the zone to the east. So I didn't film all of that because it make the video really long, and I feel confident you guys can make it anyway. This jump is when it becomes important to hold back on your keyboard and make your glide a little bit slower, but it'll give you more time to hit those boosts and maintain that altitude. If you just try and go straight at it, you're not going to have the altitude, and when you get there, you're going to hit the pole and fall down. The next tier after this one, there's a couple of ways to get to it. One, you could jump off this pillar that I'm about to land on towards the harbor down there and get to it. Or you can go to this spot over here at the harbor where there's a little elevator to get up top. A lot closer in case you're not already over at the Dawn's Reach pillars. This next location is almost off the normal map in that once you're out here you won't be able to zoom in to the normal Two Crown zone, but it's simple enough to do a quick glide up here. I'll turn around right here and show you that I'm just southeast of the harbor. Alright, this next one is in the middle of town. There's one of these statues that you have to land on the top of. That's apparently a mechanic the doves like. So if you back up to this spot right about here, you should be able to make the jump pretty easy. Alright, we're going to do this one in reverse. I just got the Nui Tear from this location right here. I didn't get the video of me actually getting the credit for it, but I will show you how to get out from here. I'm going to speed up the video because it's just running through some halls and show you where I end up on the outside. So now we begin the sewers. There's several locations in the sewers that have Nui Tears. I'm going to kind of guide you through them in bits and pieces. I went to this first location where I jump into the hole, and in the first one I actually go run to is the ladder to get back out. There's actually a Nui Tear as you climb the ladder. Here's where you actually get credit on the ladder, and I'll continue the video to show you where this actually lets out in the city, so you could alternatively come in from this way. There's a lot of ways in and out of these sewers, kind of like a maze down here. It's a little bit frustrating to figure out, especially when you're just trying to run through real quick and find the tiers, but there's a lot of space down here. We're doing this tier in reverse order. Here's the lion head statue. Run up by him to get credit for it, and then I'll kind of guide you back out. The hallway up ahead branches off into a couple of paths that each lead to a tier. This one, it's straight ahead, leads to this platform, and you get the tier as soon as you step out on it. And I'm going to back up the video and take the other path, which leads to a garden. You get the credit just by walking out into the garden. And there's two ways to get to the garden. The way that I'm showing you right now, running through the actual tunnels, and then this next clip here is going to show you how to get there from jumping off from the palace. So you can fall down to this, or you can take the sewers down to it. Like I mentioned earlier, there's several ways into the sewers, and I'm going to try and show you both right here. So I'm on the back side of the castle up on the wall. Look down, there's the secret garden, which actually has a lot of stuff you can harvest down there, a bunch of strawberries and vanillas and things. Glide so I don't take too much fall damage, so I don't think that fall would be painful. And there's credit for the tier. So now we'll switch back to my other video and go back into the tunnel, and I'll speed this up a little bit for you guys as I show you the way out, and you can retrace the steps to get back in if you're having trouble finding one of the locations. But I hope this video has helped. If you like it, let me know, comment, thumbs up, share it, something. And let me know if there's other content you want to see, if you want to see more like this. I've got full access to alpha now, so there's no NDA, and I can show you pretty much anything you want to see.